Howdy fellas, Uncle Sasquatch and Jake's around here somewhere. We're going to take a look today at another piece of American firearms history. We're going to be talking about a U-Birdie reproduction of the Smith & Wesson number 3 second model, commonly referred to as a Schofield. And the reason why it was referred to as a Schofield, because a gentleman by the name of Major George Schofield took the number 3 and redesigned it somewhat, improved the top latch, and also incorporated a very unique feature we're going to be talking about, which put the gun far ahead of its time in the method in which it unloaded. These guns were originally chambered in 44 Smith & Wesson American and 44 Russian, and later on they were produced in 44 Henry rimfire, 44-40, 32-44, 38-44, and of course the 45 Schofield. Now, the U.S. Cavalry really liked this gun for the fact that it could be unloaded with one hand. I don't know if you saw that real good. I'm going to pull it back up here and get a little closer view. You put the gun on the first notch, half cocked, so to speak. You open it up and as you see, the cartridges are automatically ejected. You could do that with one hand. You could rub it across your leg or across the pommel of your saddle and unload that gun and then hold the reins and reload it. The Army liked that, but the shortcoming of the Schofield was that either Smith & Wesson couldn't or wouldn't chamber it in 45 Colt. They developed their own shorter 45 Smith & Wesson, also called the 45 Schofield. And the Army used these guns for a while, and the neat thing was the Schofield round could be fired in the Colt, the 1873 Peacemaker, but you couldn't fire the Colt in the Schofield because Schofield was a shorter cartridge. So the Army kept some of these guns till around the turn of the century, and they sold the guns off to various wholesalers, you might say, such as Bannerman's. And what Bannerman's did, they took the normal 7-inch barrel on these guns and cut it down to a 5-inch barrel. It's a whole lot easier to conceal. And Wells Fargo company really liked that idea and bought a bunch of the guns and armed their road agents with these guns. And this is the Wells Fargo model. Then I've got 2 of them. My wife bought me one and I couldn't stand it. I had to have another one, so I got a brace of those pistols. These are chambered in the 44 Winchester centerfire, which today we know is the 44-40. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Maybe you learned some knowledge from it. And as always, keep your powder dry. Mind that top knot, Pilgrim.